You need to practice every day, so when the time comes, you will be ready. Trees don't heat back, but your enemies do. They won't spare you, young Chan. A man is responsible for his family. And when I'm gone, you will need to protect our village. Protect them with your life.
So, you have truly decided to write yourself into the long history of South Shaolin martial arts? A commendable desire, my friend. We have encountered a dangerous opponent. The pirates have again attacked the Middle Kingdom, gathering the most bloodthirsty and cunning killers of the East under their flag. You're not afraid of danger? Then take your staff and go. Turn your enemy's weapons against them, and show no mercy when faced with a genuine threat. That even a simple staff can raise up a tempest that sweeps away everything in its path. Don't attack the enemy by yourself if you are unsure of your abilities. And if anybody asks you for help, don't say no. Remember that you are not the only one in need of allies. Prove that you are worthy of becoming one of us. A true warrior of the Shaolin constantly works to improve his skills and strives for even greater things as he bravely faces adversity. Go now.
It's been 2 years since the Great War. The first mechanized conflict in history. They called it the war to end all wars. If you ask me, get ready to fight!
boxing, baseball, football. Today, people can watch sports on television. They can admire their heroes closer than ever. But me, all I can see is corruption, money, and even sometimes murder.
You destroyed my life, but I'm gonna pay you back.
Come on to me, show us the way. I'm caught between the wind and parts of the unknown. I don't between two worlds, a sight to see. It feels like everything is moving. Feels like it is moving in
I remember stories of the world before the reckoning. A world before the monsters. Nobody knows where the root came from, or why they're after us. But they're there, in the dark. Some of the last humans with the way they live are monsters too. The rest of us hold our own, but the root keep coming. Life here will never be like the stories once told, but this place is home, and we never stop the fight to take it back.
Who's over there?
Into the grass quickly. He mustn't see us.
Amicia, his lantern.
I understand.
He's coming!
Oh Lord. It's horrible.
But it worked. You can be sure they heard that.
Huh? Something's going on over there. Guys, what's your face?
Oh no, soldiers!
Hey? Probably best go check. Oh no.
We need to push.
Let me help. But mind you don't get burned. Heels are stuck in the mud.
We'll have to leave it here. Come on.
Wait, we'll never get through there.
Yeah, but still.
We'll find a way.
Anyway.
Over there, a torch.
I might have a chance if I go
Yeah,
alone.
I suppose you're right.
Stay there. Not a sound.
No problem.
Enough of this nonsense. Yeah, shit won't budge. You want me to try? Unbelievable. Why don't we try a different one? All over the place. Yeah, finally. Christ. More map for that.
You're a a long time.
Everything is fine. Right. That's good.
I'm following. They've got sticks in their dummies.
Don't look.
Stay behind your sister, Hugo. The tower!
Come on inside, quickly.
Help me!
Amicia, there's someone over there.
No.
Amicia, he's trapped!
Shh.
We have to keep moving.
Come on, go! About time!
Oh no.
Hey! Hey! What are you doing? Stop!
I'm sorry. We have to get out.
Amicia!
This way. Is this real?
This world that I live in is empty and cold. The loneliness cuts me and tortures my soul. I'm no child of destiny and no fortune's son. I've just chased you so long now, I'm too weak to run. A new day is here, but nothing is new. Alone in my room, I tremble for you.
The dark is older than the light. At last a day dawned, and we rose with this first light. But that light was a betrayal, only fleeting. In its wake, the night returned to claim us. After lifetimes, the light grows again, faint and vulnerable. We will live in the new light rather than just survive in the dark. This rebirth will end our wandering.
Ashen is an open-world action RPG featuring stamina-based combat and passive multiplayer. Your journey starts in a dark world that suddenly becomes filled with light, and you quickly learn your goal is to find and protect the source of light. Your first task leads you to a vagrant faction which you will need to defeat to eventually found your town.
Give me my hammer, so I might restore the beat of this silent heart. Touch the spark to the ritual stone. Bind your spirit to this place.
Your town will function as your home base, and as you help characters in the world, they will start moving into your town, they will build houses, and they will offer you crafting services. That means every time you come back to town, your town might have grown in different ways. There are two major factions in Ashen. On the one hand, you have the Listeners, a faction of giants who built monolithic structures and worship their matriarch. On the other hand, you have the Litharians, a prestigious human faction with a twisted king. Because Ashen has a stamina-based combat system, we focus on making the controls as responsive as possible. This lets you manage your actions in a fun way in all kinds of situations. Not everything you encounter in Ashen is hostile. There are passive creatures throughout the world, like roamers as well. As quests push you further through the game, you'll learn more and more about the history of the world and how it collapsed. You'll learn the history through rich environments and the many NPCs you encounter on your journeys. Encounters out in the world become more complicated as you progress, with ambushes, melee and ranged combat to keep you on your toes. There are secrets hidden all over the world, and you have some special mechanics available to find them all, like spear travel. When you explore, you might find different types of gear and rare crafting materials, which you can take back to your town to upgrade weapons, for instance. The world is massive, and what better way to travel around than flying on the back of a baby dinosaur? Ashen doesn't have a traditional leveling system or experience system, so all your power will come from the items you craft and unlock. As you become stronger, you'll be able to complete larger dungeons throughout the game and defeat the giant bosses that await at the very end of these dungeons. Light is an important mechanic in Ashen, and you'll often find yourself exploring dark environments with your trusty lantern. Dungeons also offer tons of areas to explore and beautiful vistas looking out over the world.